pin my comments. Hey guys, what's up? Come on in, come on in. Happy Monday. We are about to have a celebrity guest appearance, and I hope y'all are tuning in. She just joins. It's loading, it's loading. Hey girl,
Hey,
how are you?
I'm good. How you doing? It's
Girl,
still trying to connect. Move
take
A.
your time, get comfortable. I'm letting people come on into the chat. Welcome everybody. This is your official Cocoa Butter Conversation with the one and only celebrity DJ, DJ Honey. Okay? I am your official host for the official Melanin Con page and Cocoa Butter Conversation, Khadijah Corey, the PG Princess. I hope y'all are all tapping in and ready for this dope discussion that we're going to have with no other than DJ Honey. How are you feeling today?
I'm good. Khadijah, you gotta give me a second because my stuff's still saying
Okay.
connecting. So I'm gonna come out and come back in, okay?
Okay. You got
All right.
you. All right. Okay. And happy belated Mother's Day to all of y'all out there. I hope y'all had a wonderful weekend. Shout out to all the mommies and the dog moms. Me. Shout out to us. Okay. So, yes, I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. I am super excited for this Cocoa Butter conversation today. We have a celebrity DJ. So, for all those who are interested in jumping into the industry, jumping into this lane, this is the conversation for you. Okay? I hope y'all are ready for it. We're going to deep dive and connect with no other than celebrity DJ, DJ Honey. Okay? And of course, if y'all have questions, please feel free to drop them in the chat below. I'll get them answered for you if you have any questions. And we will get started shortly.
Is it connecting on your end, Khadijah?
Yep. I hear you loud and clear.
Girl, it still say connecting on
It do.
me. So I can't see anything.
Okay, I could be your ass. Let's see. I'm gonna say anybody out there, can y'all hear her talking? Make sure it's not just me. Can y'all hear her? I need thumbs up.
Um,
I need hearts. I need something. Let me know if y'all can hear DJ Honey. Let
I
me know.
think it's me.
Let me know if y'all can hear her. Welcome in, y'all. He said, I hear and see Honey. Okay, girl, you are live
So
5-5. Okay,
so girl, we just gonna have to roll with it. I
okay,
just
we
can't
gonna
see
do
any of the
it.
comments.
Okay, I'm gonna be your ass, so I got
All
you
right,
covered.
thank you.
Okay, so everybody, again, I want to officially welcome you all to the official Melanin Con page. I am your official host for Cocoa Butter Conversations, and we have a celebrity DJ on the line, DJ Honey Girl. How are
Girl, I'm
you?
tired.
Listen, it's Monday. It's only Monday, okay?
Girl,
It's
I'm tired
only
every day. It don't matter if it's Sunday, Wednesday,
Okay, but you be
Thursday.
working, but you really be
Yeah.
working. And let me just
Yeah.
say, I had the honor to work with you at the official
Yes.
Melanin Con Gala. Y'all, if y'all have not tapped in, this is a shameless plug just because I need y'all to go on my YouTube. The link is there. Check out the whole video. DJ Honey killed it. Okay? She did her thing. I had the pleasure of working with her, hosting side
Yeah,
by
we had a
side with her.
time.
We had
I,
a time.
I still got a video of you stepping.
Listen. Okay, coming out of retirement. So let's just jump right into it. So you are DJ Honey, a celebrity DJ, and we are super excited to have you on this platform. So can you just tell us a little bit about what inspired you to become a DJ and how did you get started in the industry?
To be honest, I didn't want to be a DJ. No,
Wow.
I didn't. I was a producer at first, so I used to make beats. And my boyfriend at the time was a DJ. And of course, you know how girls be like, oh, can you teach me how to DJ?
Yeah.
He ain't take me serious, so he ain't teach me. He didn't take me serious.
Right.
So I ended up like I made my first little beat. I made a MySpace music page, and there was a producer that was based out of Baltimore that reached out to me, and I had a stupid behind beat that was just like it was stupid. Oh my god! Every time I listen to those old beats, I cringe. I swear I cringe. And he reached out to me. He said, "I hear what you're trying to do. If you come to Baltimore, I can show you."
Okay.
So, you know, when you're young, you're just like, oh, I'm going to go chase my dream.
Mm-hmm.
Today, I would probably tell a child my age, girl, what the hell is wrong with
Right.
you? You know, right? I just got on the Greyhound bus from Philly to Baltimore, and he taught me how to produce. He
Wow.
taught me how to sample. He gave me sound kits. He gave me drum
Wow.
kits. He gave me like the popular ones too. And what happened was, and this is how the DJ is connecting, right? I happened to look over in his studio, and he had turntable set up.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, my boyfriend won't teach me how to DJ. Can you teach me? I swear to God, Samir. His name is Samir, Debonair Samir. Um, he said, okay. So this is when Serato was just like a new thing because I
Mm-hmm.
believe Serato came out in like '05. This was
Right.
like '06.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He had Serato set up. He said, here, this is how you play the song. This is the platter. This is how you change the tempo. Okay, good night. I'm going to bed. Left
What?
me in the studio. He went to bed. I was probably up for like 4 or 5 hours learning how to DJ. And at the time, because I was younger in Philly, Baltimore club music was really popular.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I wanted to play
Right.
because that's what I danced to. And I was listening to that damn shit for 4 hours. I don't understand how I did it today. Because today I'm like, all right, that's enough. That's enough.
Okay.
So, I
Yo,
mean,
that
that's
is
pretty
an
much how it
amazing
started.
story.
Yeah, it started off that way.
That is
Yeah.
a
And
plot twist because let me tell you, it be a whole bunch of things where we never see ourselves in a certain industry and then all of a sudden we end up there. So that is a plot twist and that is such an amazing and a humbling story. Like, you know what? Let's just see where this goes. Okay, so as a female DJ, have you ever had or faced any unique challenges or stereotypes in the music industry and how have you overcame them?
Deja, you petty for the first question.
Listen, I'm just reporting what the people want to know. I'm just good.
um, Believe it or not, you were a witness to
Hmm.
one. hmm and I don't, let me say this. I don't blame anyone or any person or any one thing,
Hmm.
right? I
Hmm.
think that as a entertainer, it is my job to always save face, right?
Hmm.
And it's always my job to put on a good
Yeah.
show. So even in the moment while things are happening, you got to adjust. It
Yeah.
can't read on your face. It can't read in how you play. Even though like someone might be understanding, let's just say hypothetically speaking, let's say I bombed, you know, at Melanin Con, right?
Right.
And it would have been like, I mean, I understand what was happening, but we paid you to show up and perform a
Right.
service. So that's always my job. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? You know, don't get me wrong. When I leave the stage, girl, I'll be yelling and
Okay.
cussing and
Listen.
I'll be so upset. But in the moment, you just gotta push through
Yeah.
it. And it's happened to me more than you can even
Yeah.
imagine. This is a
Yeah.
man's world and I'm a girl in it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I can relate to you on a number of levels. Being
Mm-hmm.
a female MC in a male dominated industry,
Mm-hmm.
girl, I have to
Mm-hmm.
own my spot. I have to compete with the guys too. So
Mm-hmm.
I get it, especially in the clubs. And like, I learned one thing. I know this guy, he was hosting, he did a great job and he carried his own mic. And I was like, what I do next time? I bet you I had my own
Uh-huh.
mic.
Have your own
You
mic. Yeah.
listen, I'm gonna learn
Mm-hmm.
just like, so I get it. I understand.
I
So,
can even tell you a situation when it's not even just about gender or
hmm.
sex,
Hmm.
even race. I
Yeah.
remember I was playing at a festival and I started playing Journey. Now, mind you, before that happened,
Hmm.
the sound people on stage were just like dismissive. I was a black
Wow.
girl. It's a predominantly white crowd, and they're
Hmm.
just like,
Hmm.
whatever. Yeah, okay. You sure you know what you're talking about?
Exactly.
And then
Hmm.
when I played Journey, right, the sound guys was like, "You know Journey?" I was like, "Yeah, I know Journey."
Like,
my,
duh. Right.
my skin color doesn't stop me from knowing music,
Hmm.
you know. So I
Exactly.
mean, it's levels. It's
Yeah.
levels. You just gotta do You got to do what you're hired to do.
Absolutely. I couldn't
Mhm.
agree with you more on that because it's the same way for me, girl. As soon as they hear me on the
Mhm.
mic, they like this. I'm like,
Mhm.
yeah, I own the room. Thank you very much.
Mhm.
Okay. So speaking of your music, your genres, and you being very familiar and very versatile when it comes to your music.
Mhm.
So can you kind of share with us your creative process when selecting mixtapes and mixing tracks together for your sets and performances? How does that go? Walk us through that step.
Honestly, there's no steps, and I'm not
Okay.
trying to like shorten the just shorten what it is.
Okay.
Honestly, I feel the crowd of people that's in the room. I check
Mm.
the energy because
Read
you
the
feel
room.
that energy. I read the room,
Mm-hmm.
and depending on what's happening, I could tell when people are sober. I could tell when people are drunk. I can even tell you that like if I'm in like a club or a bar setting, I'll
Hmm.
turn the music down in the beginning and wait till people start yelling and start trying to yell over the
Right.
music. And I'm like, okay, they're drunk.
Right.
Cause then
Right.
they start
Right.
laughing hysterically and ha ha ha. I
Right.
like, okay, they drunk, and then I turn it up, and then I turn up. So it's like I'm like I had explained this to It's funny that you asked me that first question. I had to explain this to an MC. I was performing
Mm-hmm.
with him, and he didn't know who I was,
Mm-hmm.
and I was playing like R&B music, and he literally said on the mic, Khadijah, I'm not lying. He said, I mean, DJ, can you turn up?
Okay. Now you
I
playing. Okay.
right. So at the end of the night, I didn't let him disrupt my flow. I knew
Yeah.
what I was doing. So at the end of the night, he was just like, "Yo, you know what, honey? I just respect you so much. Yo, you had this thing lit." I said, "Let me tell you something. Don't you ever come on no mic and tell no DJ to turn up. We're supposed to
Yeah.
be a team. If you want
Hello.
me to play a certain thing, come up and talk to me
Yeah.
so we can vibe together. But don't you
Yeah.
ever disrespect me on the
Yeah.
microphone in an
Yeah.
establishment or any DJ for that matter, and tell
Right.
them that I mean, can you turn up?" I said, "I'm a slow burn. I'm
Yeah.
not just bam bam. I'm a slow burn. You're
Yeah.
gonna
We
have a
gotta
good
build
time,
it up.
right? I'm just not. I'm
Hmm.
just not. I'm not one of those DJs. And if you want one of those DJs, then I'm not her, and I'm
Yeah.
okay with that.
Yeah.
But I would say my creative process is like a slow burn.
Okay.
You know, I read the room. I ask the event organizer what are the age groups,
Mm-hmm.
what is the demographics, and that
Right.
way I can understand because on the back end, I guess you could say this is the part of my creative process. I have genres of crates. And I
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
probably have like over 20 different crates. Like I have
Okay.
one for like Texas, I have one for like Miami, I have my DC go-go, I got my Philly club music,
Mm-hmm.
I got like my regular bar stuff, and then like sometimes I color code the songs depending on the energy level. So if it's a lit song, I color code it red.
Yes.
If it's just like something to play in the beginning, I'll color
Mm-hmm.
code it blue. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yes.
guess you could say
No,
that's like a
that's
part of my creative
dope.
process.
That
Yeah.
is really dope. And I really appreciate you for even breaking that down and
Hmm.
explaining to us because sometimes we really don't know. And I will say, just based off working with you, the experience we had, our
Hmm.
energies, baby, we took over it. So I
Hmm.
completely understand with like, reading the room, understanding, working hand in hand with your MC.
Hmm.
So that is really, really good. So now I kind of want to jump into like your highlights. So what are some of your most memorable moments or highlights of your DJ career so far? What is something that you most are proud of?
You know, every year it changes
Okay.
because the opportunities get better and better and better. Like I think last year when I actually got to like DJ with D Nice, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Like for NAACP, like I'm
Yeah.
probably going to say that. And then also last year when I was invited to DJ a Grammy
Oh,
party in LA.
wow.
And the funny thing about LA was I was actually out in LA for a work function, right?
Mm.
And the morning that I was leaving out to the airport, I didn't have any gigs in LA. I looked at my book bag. I looked at my girlfriend. I looked at my book bag. I said, I think I should bring my book bag. And she looked at me. She said, I mean, it is Grammy week.
You never know.
Take your book bag.
You got
And
to
I
stay
took my
ready.
book bag. I took my book bag with me on a work trip, not knowing I didn't know nobody out in LA. I didn't know if somebody was gonna be out there I knew.
Yeah.
And I took my book bag, and one of my homegirls from here, she DM'd me on Facebook and was just like, "Hey sis, I know this is last minute, but I'm organizing a party, a Grammy party in LA, and actually this fits your vibe. It's pink,
Wow.
it's black women. You know, we're honoring some very, very special guests, some very special celebrities. Is there any way you can get to LA tomorrow?" And I said, sis, guess what?
I'm
She said, what? I said,
already
I'm
here.
here. And she said, you're lying. I said, I'm here and I got my book bag. So
What?
I ended up calling a homeboy of mine back
Mm.
home, asking him if he knew anybody that was in LA to let me use their board.
Mm.
And lo and behold, the guy that he asked, it was his cousin or his
Wow.
godson, one of them. It was
Mhm.
family. He let me use his board. Mind you, guess who his roommate was? What is her name? Tracy. Darn it, the girl who played in Rent, the black girl with the curly hair. She
What?
also plays on 911. It's like Tracy something, and it was so
What?
crazy because I'd never been like starstruck, right? And she
Yeah.
came in, and her personality is actually just how she acts. She's like, "Hey, hello, how are you?
Right.
Oh, I'm Tracy. Nice to meet you." And I was like, "Wait, what's that?" But I had to keep it
Yes,
together. I
exactly.
had to keep it together. But
Exactly.
we left out the house and got back in the Uber. I said, "Oh my God, that's the girl from Rent. Oh my God, she's my favorite.
Oh my
25,600." I was girl, I lost
Oh
my
my
mind.
God, that is such
Baby,
an
baby,
amazing
can you get down?
story.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that is so dope. First of all, I'm just honored to even say I know you. Now I'm honored to be like, I interviewed you. Now I'm honored to be like, yeah, we here with it. So,
Yeah.
listen, I'm excited for that. Yes. Okay, so that's so dope. Like, who?
And the LA thing was with Black women in media. Um, um, Mona Scott was there.
Wow.
Coco Jones was there. Shanice was there. Escape was there.
Opportunity
Candy,
was there.
yes, Rhapsody was there. And the thing
Wow.
about Rhapsody actually was like low key sitting in the audience the whole time while I was DJing and opening up for the award ceremony. And she was like, "Girl, you is dope. You was dope." Like I met like a lot
Wow.
of great people while I was there. And I was like, I feel like I'm in my element.
Girl, I'm here for it. I
Hmm.
love to see people shining in their element. And that's what this is really all about. Putting the platform on, getting the exposure and really
Hmm.
developing those connections and getting those opportunities. So I'm just excited and happy for you. Keep going and keep
Thank
going up.
you.
And let me just say, I love DJ Obi said, tell honey I love
I
her.
love
So
you too, Obi. I will see you on
okay.
May 26th on the boat,
All
okay?
right.
Love you.
Listen, you heard it there. Okay, so let's get into it. I want to know a little bit about your opinion. So, what sets you apart from a great DJ, from an average one, regardless of the gender?
My personality.
Okay. So tell me
I'm
a little
really
bit about that.
I'm really, really nice. I'm very
Okay.
helpful.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm humble.
Okay.
Um, I think that a lot of see the thing about it is that right, a lot of DJs have a God complex, and
Mm.
and it's not really their fault
Okay.
because you're literally controlling people's moods. You're
True.
controlling the temperature. So you have to have some sort of level of God complex in how you spin because your confidence shows in what you play.
Wow.
However, some DJs, it actually goes outside of the turntables and it affects the relationships that they have. Whereas it's like, some people, babe, can you get Ace? Because he keep bumping the thing. Some people take that attitude and they turn it outward, and then people don't like the DJ. They don't like their personality. I'm very helpful. A DJ could call me for speakers. Obi can tell you that. You could call
Mm-hmm.
me for speakers last minute. I might call you and ask you to cover an event for me, or if you need help with something, or if you need like a crate with some music in it because you got a gig that you're not really super
Right.
prepared for.
Right.
I'm very helpful. I offer advice. And I try to still create a space for DJs to have somebody to talk to
Mm-hmm.
because there's so many bad things that happen to us in this industry that we don't really have nobody that we can talk to, and
Yeah.
most importantly that they can understand.
Yeah, no, that's really important. And I definitely think again that comes with connection and you being so open and personable. Like I think that also does set you apart. And like I said, working with you was a great pleasure. Like you wasn't one of those stingy
Hmm.
DJs that just be like, mm-mm. Like you got your job, I got mine, but we can work this thing
We
out
can work
together.
together. You
Exactly.
make the environment better when you work together,
Exactly. And I
instead
will say
of,
you definitely are that person. And I will vouch on your character for that. You definitely do
yeah.
that. So that is so true. Okay, so have you ever had an experience with a tough crowd or a challenging gig where you had to change it up or overcome that situation? Like, how did you handle like work in the room, owning the room
Hmm.
with a very tough crowd?
That happens all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You just never know.
Mm-hmm.
It could be the energy in the room. It could be the people that's in the room. Like, you just never know. What I will tell you is this: I am the DJ that take requests.
Mm.
I take requests. A lot of DJs don't like it because
They
they be in
don't.
their own world, and I get that
Mm-hmm.
too. Like, leave me alone. Because sometimes people overdo
Yeah.
it. Like, the guests can sometimes overdo it. Flashing phones in your face, saying play this, play
Mm-hmm.
this.
Mm-hmm.
Leave me alone. If you don't like it, leave. That's how we
Yeah.
feel. But I take requests because it tells me the temperature in the room.
Yeah.
If it's a stupid song, I'm like, yeah, I'm not playing it. And I'll
Right.
tell them, I'm like, I'm not playing that.
Right.
But I'll just say, hey, I'm open to requests. If it's something that you're singing in your shower, don't ask me to play it
Yeah.
or whatever. And like, like people will come up and it's just like, oh, I didn't know if you take requests. I'm like, yeah, if it gets like that, I definitely take
Yeah.
requests because then it tells me what they want to hear. It tells me what they're in the mood for.
Yeah, no, that's really good, and I'm glad you said that because a lot of DJs don't do
Mm-mm.
that, and I've seen it. I've worked with plenty of DJs where they like, nah, this is what I'm
The
playing. This the
the
set.
real secret is that DJs, we don't know every song.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people assume that we do, but we don't know every
Mm-hmm.
song.
Mm-hmm.
You know, honestly, I get a lot of my playlists from other people's playlists.
Yeah.
I be like, let me see your playlist. Let me see what you listening to because my job is
Yeah.
to play what you're listening to. So,
Yeah.
yeah, the secret is that sometimes you can find a hidden gem that you didn't know about,
Yeah.
and
That's
then
so
everybody
true.
in the club singing it. You didn't even know that the song existed.
Right. And now every time you're gonna be running that song back, you're
Uh
gonna be like,
huh.
oh,
And
look
I
at
put and I
you.
put and I put and I mark it
Mm-hmm.
red.
Hello is a
Mm-hmm.
lit song. Okay, so speaking of that, as a DJ, how do you balance staying true to your own style while also still creating the preferences of your audience and catering to them?
Um, wow, that's a good one. That's a that's a tough one because, especially for a woman, um, we kind of have to go on brand. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And because we're women, we are hired as, of course, we hired because of talent. But if we're going to keep it real, you get hired because of the way you look.
true.
You get hired of whether or not you fit the brand, whether you're on
Yeah,
brand. If you're off
yeah,
brand, you don't get the booking. And a lot of DJs, because like I feel like DJing is like can be
yeah.
like hardcore talent. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people want to wear like sweatshirts and t-shirts and stuff like that.
Just chill. Mm-hmm.
But the thing about it is that we're still a part of marketing.
Yeah.
So at some point you still have to bend,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
but you just have to find a balance. It's all about balance, whether it be your own personal style,
Mm-hmm.
your character, your
Mm-hmm.
personality, your opinions, watching what you do on social media. You just gotta find a balance. It's just about a balance, and you gotta make sure that that balance still makes you feel good. Because
Yeah.
don't listen, Khadijah. Sometimes I want to quit. Sometimes I want to quit. At least once a year, I say I'm quitting.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
No, I get that. And I feel that completely. And it's something I have to learn too. It's like a turn it on, turn it off kind of thing. And
Hmm.
you just gotta know your audience. You gotta work the room. You gotta read the room. So I completely understand that. So speaking of that, for other people who may be trying to break into the industry or other females who may be inspiring DJs, like what advice would you give to aspiring female DJs who are looking to also break into the industry?
You know, I wish someone said this to me
Okay.
15 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I come from the generation of thinking that some manager is going to discover me, they're going to invest in me and make me this star because I have this talent, right?
Yeah.
I was brainwashed for so long.
Mm-hmm.
And I can honestly say, Khadijah, it wasn't until recently, maybe about 4 or 5 years
Mm-hmm.
ago, probably,
Mm-hmm.
that probably less than that, that I was just like, no, I'm going to invest into myself.
Yeah.
So I invested into my brand. I invested into how I look. I
Yeah.
invested into like how my DJ equipment
Yeah.
looks.
Yeah.
I invested into. My advice is to invest in yourself. And if
Yeah.
you don't believe in having a job, you crazy. because the struggling artist is real.
That
It's
is.
uncomfortable. So I'm saying if you could have a job, because I still do both. I still
Hmm.
work and I still DJ
Yeah.
full time.
Yeah.
Both of them. Don't ask me how I'm still
Girl,
standing here, but
you and me both.
I will
Hosting
take
at
my
night,
money from.
working
I
during
will
day.
exactly. I will literally take money from my paycheck to buy some DJ stuff. I
Same.
will take money from
Yeah.
my paycheck to get more makeup or more clothes for an event. You
Same.
know what I'm saying? Luckily, I've been able to build my brand to a space that I don't necessarily have to do that anymore because the brand
Mm-hmm.
pays for itself,
Mm-hmm.
and I incorporate those costs into my fees. But
Yeah.
I would definitely say invest into a logo, invest
Okay.
into a website, invest into how you look, invest into how you want your page to look. DJs, we get caught in like taking pictures of like our equipment and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. No, you a model. You a
Yeah.
model.
Yeah.
Be a lifestyle brand, but you're still a DJ. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like whatever angle fits your personality the best. That's what I would tell you to portray on your page. I would tell
Yeah.
you to invest into the apps for the photo editing, for video editing, because you got to
Yeah.
be all of those things. Like even when I was in school, my major was cybersecurity,
Oh
but guess
wow.
what? My
Okay.
minor was marketing.
Wow. Me too, girl. Me too.
Marketing,
I listen.
marketing.
I feel you on a whole nother level because I
Mm-hmm.
literally was that kid trying to be discovered in the grocery store, singing my
Yeah.
life away, thinking somebody was gonna come
Hmm.
pick me up.
Girl, I used to tap dance
Girl,
at the grocery store in the parking lot when Sun Kids had a dance battle in Philly.
listen, I
Hmm.
understand. I feel that. And at that point is when I really was like, you know what? It's time for me to really step out there. I have this voice. I want people to hear
Hmm.
me. Now I'm gonna
You have
get
a
booked.
great voice. You
Thank
have a great voice, Khadijah.
thank you. Thank you.
I know
Thank
it
you.
when I
Thank
hear
you.
you have an amazing
Girl,
voice.
thank you.
Hmm.
I'm so grateful. And just to hear you say that, it just motivates me more to like, okay, I'm doing something right.
Hmm.
So I know we about to wrap up shortly. And, I want to be mindful of your time. So everybody wants to know,
What?
they want to know, because I have my notes here, because that's what the people want to, okay, the people want to know. So what are you, what do you have next? Okay, what other projects or collaborations are you working on currently? What are your next gigs? Where can people pull up on you just to support, listening, and how can people keep in touch about all the gigs that you have coming up, and what are you most excited about?
Well, for one, you can always follow me at DJ Honey 215 on Instagram. That's where I post everything in real time. Coming up, I'm leaving for Miami on Wednesday. I'm going to DJ at Sweet Heat. It's a women's festival in
Period.
Miami and it's lit. Following that, when I come back is DC Black Pride. I'm partnered with TMS Entertainment and Nico De Niro. Following that is oh, okay, so following that is Capitals Pride honors program that's going to be at the MGM. Then following that, I have the Pride Walk for PG County. This is their second Pride.
Okay.
Pride Walk is going to be at the MGM as well on that Sunday. I'll be right there by the forest, by the Ferris wheel, DJing everything. And then following that, girl, I got so much
You
stuff.
do.
Then following that, I have Baltimore Pride. Listen, it's going to be like, and it's at the power plant, y'all. It's going to be,
Wow.
listen, you talking about, and it's a women's party. So you're talking about
Wow.
all three rooms, big stages, 6 DJs. I'm working with Uncuffed Baltimore on that. And then I have New York Pride. New York Pride is the end of June. And then after that, I have Summer Heat in Jamaica. I think that's all I got. And then Atlanta
Listen,
Pride in Labor Day.
one thing,
So it's, listen.
you booked and busy. Okay. One thing about it, you are booked and busy. And I'm telling everybody right here, right now, if y'all are listening and tuned in, y'all need to hear DJ Honey. Y'all need to support
Mhm.
her, pull up on her, show love, because that's what this is all about. We help each other grow and win and get ourselves into the next room. And DJ Honey, you are doing just
Thank,
that. So I just want
thank
to
you.
say shout out to you. Keep working, keep grinding. They're gonna have us back at Melanin Con, so we're gonna turn it up another level.
Per.
Okay, a little gem, just a little
Well then,
something.
tell Mr. Gatsby
Ooh,
that he need to let me know ASAP.
Mr. Gatsby, I know you on the line. Okay, listen,
He
all
need to let me
right,
know ASAP because I think I got a cabin trip that week, so I need to make sure the
okay,
dates don't
listen.
conflict.
We trying to curate the vibes. You got the vibe curators online right now. So, DJ
Absolutely.
Honey,
Hmm.
thank you so much for
Thank you
tuning
for having
in, jumping
me.
online. I am so grateful to just have worked with
Yes,
you, number one. And
we will
then,
again.
yeah, oh,
Yes.
listen, you need a host. Okay, call
I'm
you,
calling you.
bro.
I got some stuff.
Listen. All right, listen, thank you everybody so much for tuning in. Just one more time, we have our celebrity DJ here, the official DJ Honey 215. Please follow her on Instagram and all platforms to keep up with her events coming up. I am your official Melanin Con host and your host for Cocoa Butter Conversations, Khadijah Corey, the PG Princess, and you can follow me at about.khadijah to keep up with other events that I'll be hosting as well. Stay tuned for the next official Cocoa Butter conversation coming up soon. Thank you
Good
guys. Thank you,
night.
DJ Honey.